So Apple just dropped a bombshell. The iPhone 17 series, it's sticking with the exact same dynamic island as the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Yep, no smaller design, no exciting upgrades, just the same old floating bar. I mean, come on, Apple. For a company that prides itself on thinking different, this feels like, well, no one was thinking at all, but there's more to this story, and trust me, you're going to want to hear it. So today, we're breaking down why the iPhone 17 is doubling down on the dynamic island, what this means for Apple's future, and of course, we'll throw in some of that juicy speculation we tech fans live for. Oh, and stick around, because there's a little twist in this story that you won't see coming, promise. First, let's rewind. The dynamic island debuted with the iPhone 14 Pro, and it was Apple's way of saying, hey, what if we take a flaw, like a hole in the screen, and turn it into a feature? It was clever, it was clean, and let's be honest, it looked kind of cool. But here we are, 4 generations later, and guess what? The island isn't shrinking. Nope, it's staying the same size even on the upcoming iPhone 17. And according to Apple analyst extraordinaire Ming-Chi, there are no plans for a mini island either. No tropical getaway for you folks. So why isn't Apple doing anything smaller, sleeker, or more, dynamic? Well, Apple doesn't just make changes for the sake of change. Their entire philosophy revolves around consistency, user experience, and, let's be honest, milking a design until they can't anymore. Think of it like your grandma's old sofa. It's comfy, it works, and she's not getting rid of it just because there's a new trend in IKEA. Now, to be fair, the dynamic island isn't bad. It's smooth, integrates notifications beautifully, and genuinely enhances multitasking. But has Apple done enough to evolve it? Critics say the feature is starting to feel more like a gimmick than a game changer. It's like that one friend who always brings guac to the party. Sure, it's good the first couple of times, but eventually you're like, okay, but what else you got? This all ties into Apple's bigger strategy. By keeping the dynamic island consistent across models, Apple's ensuring app developers have a solid foundation to build on. It's less about wowing customers right now and more about creating an ecosystem that makes users stick around. And let's not forget, they might just be stalling for something bigger. Maybe under-display cameras, maybe no cameras, or maybe a whole iPhone that's just an island, who knows. Here's the part where things get spicy. Rumors are swirling that the real innovation for the iPhone 17 isn't about the dynamic island at all. Instead, it's about the cameras. Think periscope zoom upgrades, AI-enhanced features, and sensors that'll make your DSLR cry itself to sleep. So, what's the takeaway here? Apple's not touching the dynamic island for now, but it's all part of their playbook. Love it or hate it, you're going to see that little floating bar for at least another year. But hey, with the rumored camera upgrades, who's even going to be looking at the screen? All right, your turn. Do you love the dynamic island, or do you think it's just a fancy notification bar with good PR? Drop your hot takes in the comments below, and while you're at it, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell, because trust me, you won't want to miss what we're cooking up next. Oh, and if you don't, your iPhone might just turn into a flip phone overnight. You've been warned. Until next time, keep it dynamic. Peace.